Welcome everyone to MINOS. Today we are taking a look at one of the many tower defense games available on Steam. This one is one I've had a very hard time putting down because it is too much fun. I love a good tower defense game, and I think the reason I love this one so much is because where it differs from other tower defense games is that this one has a much larger puzzle element to it. Many tower defense games, you build your towers, you upgrade them, you find synergies, you need to deal copious amounts of damage. You don't move around so much. But in this one, you still have your towers, of course. You have your traps. You do upgrade them, but the labyrinth that you play in, the level you play in, is constantly changing for various reasons. Sometimes you want to change this, sometimes the labyrinth changes for you, so you have to adapt, and that means it's a much more puzzle kind of tower defense where you have to move your traps around to make sure that you kill the heroes that invade your realm in the correct order, to make it much easier for yourself. But it is much easier to show you if we just jump straight into it. So let's do that. As you start the demo for the first time, you'll get thrown right into like an introductional tutorial labyrinth where it'll tell you everything that's there you need to know to play the game. I've already done that. I've played a couple of times. I haven't won yet, but I've played it a couple of times. So we are gonna start in the hub. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the audio a little bit because it was very loud in the main menu, but it's actually very nice soundtrack. So maybe something like that. I don't know if it's going to change as we get into a level. This is the hub. It is a roguelike game, so as you play, you will get certain resources that you get to keep or upgrade at least your character over the run. I think honestly only XP, so far as I know, is something you can keep. And there's something called permanent relics. I haven't found any yet, but for now you get XP. We're gonna go over the hub here like real quick before we jump into a level. Can I just check out my Minotaur? I can right there. Actually, I can probably do it right down here. Yes, we have a tent right here. We have a camp. This is where we can spend XP to upgrade all sorts of things. We can get more health, we can get more damage, we can get more speed, we can get better or more starting resources, we can get more starting traps, we can get some actually this is trap related. We can get abilities for our main character, and I don't know what this is. This is a shortcut we can also unlock, but that is something that we will possibly look into a little bit later. But just know that you earn XP as you go, and that is what you use to make any subsequent run a little bit easier, because you start with more and better stuff. Other than that, this is also where we imagine new wondrous things to kill the heroes that enter our dungeon to slay us, the Minotaur. Such as new traps, we can change the order of how they arrive, all sorts of stuff. We're not going to be looking too much into this right now. That'll be later when we actually have a reason to look at it, because right now we don't have a lot of gems. So right now we are just going to run straight into our first level. Every time you hit a depth, we are at depth 0 right now, so that's a new run. We get the choice between 1 to 3 different levels to go. I don't know if there's going to be a permanent map that you'll have access to in the game. I have found a map at some point where I could see something, but it was just before the boss, so it was kind of moot because it could only go one way. And I'm sure these whatever they're called, these icons, they mean something. I just don't know what. So what I've been doing for now, I just go with whatever gives me the most resources. But we can see that there is a couple of different factors that could weigh into your decision. We can see what kind of enemies we'll be hunting. If there is a new enemy, which you will encounter as soon as you get to depth 1, I think, we'll be introduced to the archer. You'll be introduced to it with a small little model tutorial the first time you start the map, so you know what you're dealing with. There'll be nothing, oh my god, what's this? What does this do? You'll be told straight away, this is what he does. And let's see, so we have 33 gems and 50 whatevers. Silver maybe 23, so this one is better. So we're probably gonna go with this one then. So this is a level type long battle. Don't know what that means, but it is big. Are there any others? Yeah, we have a labyrinth here as well. Average. Okay, level type labyrinth. This must be a labyrinth as well then. Maybe we should try one of those. I always go with this, and this... Maybe that's always long battle. Let's try and figure out what labyrinth means, right? Hunting parties 5. Okay, let's try that. And we are gonna run off. So, we have 2 characters. We have our... we have Asterion here. That is our, like, main character. That's the guy actually running around in the maze. He can also fight, but it is better to kill the heroes with traps, so you can fill the blood goblet over here and get even more traps. So he's your last line of defense. Or, if you wish, you can use him in all sorts of nefarious ways to pick enemies off. We also have this guy. I actually don't know what his name is. Can I see his name anywhere? No, doesn't matter. He's the guy that builds all the traps. So we have 3 kinds of walls here. We have these orange ones. These are permanent walls. Then we have these. These are non-permanent walls, and we can freely build and tear them down as much as we want. And that's where the fun comes in, because you can change the labyrinth in whatever shape you want. More or less. You have to play with the permanent walls, of course. And then we have these mines here, or these diggable rocks. These are going to cost energy. We have 6 at the moment. We start with 5. I have upgraded him once. And a little bit of a... That's a tactical element here to dig what you deem necessary to maybe sometimes lead them astray. Because right now we can see that they have a straight path right to our lair. This is where they want to go. The goal for them is to kill us. So they're not gonna go in here, steal our loot, and then run off. They're gonna go in here and then they can track us. And that means they're gonna be coming straight for us. Either by that or by seeing us. So if we want to kill them by traps, we kind of have to hide so they don't see us, because then they'll go straight for us. So, I'm thinking, before we start to choose any traps, let's lead these guys astray a little bit. Let's remove this. Let's mine this. I believe all of these, yeah, they will give some resources. These are random diggables. They will give a little bit of loot or a gem or 2. These are gems, so they'll specifically give you gems, but they also cost more. They cost 3 energy. They're very expensive. Or we have gold that costs 2 energy. So now we can see we lead them this way, and the game will tell us where they're going. Once we can see we actually have 4 entrances here, so that's wonderful. Once we start to get heroes from more entry points, we'll also see if there are merging points. The game really tells you everything you need to know to plan accordingly. And you'll see what I mean once we get started here. Let's see, we might... So we have 3 enemies, which means we need 3 traps. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background there as well. Because traps, usually, as a base, only activates once. So they are one-time things. Let's see here. We could actually maybe possibly lead them like this way. That's 3 traps right there. That's not too bad actually, at all. Yeah, let's do that. So we want to lead them like that. No, like that. So now they have to go through that. And then what we can do, actually, is we can mine this. And then we can... Actually, I don't think we needed to mine that. Now they're stepping over 3. That's good. That is good. We have one there as well. I was considering that one too. For now, I think this is fine. We do want to use our energy because this is something that replenishes every time we defeat a wave, and I have an ability that also allows us to sacrifice 5 health for an extra energy, so we'll probably be doing that because we get a free heal between every wave anyway, so let's do that. Let's get rid of this one as well, get some gold. Yeah, let's go hide down here and let's switch to our mega guy here, our trap guy. We start with 5, that's an upgrade. You start with 3 normally. That makes it a little bit easier for us. We also have a shop where we can buy some gold. Not some gold. We can spend some gold. We can buy artifacts for gems actually, and we can buy a random amount of traps, a random selection of traps. These can be upgraded, and as we'll get to see in a bit, it can also be traps we actually can't build right now or buy on our own. We don't have the technology of the poison gas trap, for instance. But here they can show up, and they can be upgraded as well. These are all basic. That's completely fine. They will still kill. Let's go ahead and choose some traps. So we have access to 3 different traps at the moment. We have 4 choices. This is an upgrade. That's why we will always see that we have 2 of the same choices, because we actually don't have 4 different kinds of traps. We can see what they do on the tooltip to the right. This is a luring trap, so it's gonna lure an enemy into a dead end. We can see damage. We can see there's a secret combo. I don't know what that means yet anyway. And we can see it has an effectiveness. Now the effectiveness is very, very handy because it tells us which enemies this one can kill. No problem. Doesn't need any help. So right now we can see it can kill adventurers on its own. Luckily, we only have adventurers, so that's all we need. And I think adventurers is the basic one, so anything will have have effectiveness against adventurers. Now, this doesn't mean that when we get to archers, for instance, that it can't kill archers. It just means it can't kill them on its own. It'll deal damage to them, but if they're damaged, it'll still kill them. They're not immune or anything. They'll just not kill them in one hit. Now, let's see. I really like the luring traps. They're really nice, but we're not built for that at the moment. But we could be. It's not really a problem. Let's grab one of the luring traps. We have a fire trap. I'm not really a fan of that, so let's grab the backbiter. It's one of the traps that need to be built on these trap slots. You cannot build traps anywhere. And it will kill the last enemy of the group that steps on it. And it deals a lot of damage, I believe. Yeah, 5. Okay, it can be upgraded then to deal more. Okay, we're not getting like super lucky right now, but let's do another luring trap. I would like some spike traps as well, game, please. Or not. Or not. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's do another luring trap then. We're not gonna need so many. And again, we can see the game tells us what's going to happen. So these squares that you see, that is the range of this one. So when an enemy steps on any of these, they're gonna be lured away. So we'll put you there. Could actually put you here as well. They have to be in a dead end. Put one. That's interesting that we can put him right there. Let's put it right there, and then we'll have a backbiter right there, and that is enough. They're all gonna die. So let's begin the hunt. And we have one that was lured away, and he's now dead. And we can go ahead and speed up as well. And they have some funny voices once in a while. It's actually very amusing. It's very amusing. It's a very fun game. So our blood offering leveled up. That is because we now have got enough blood to get a new trap. And that is why I don't know if I remembered. I don't remember if I mentioned it. But we want to prioritize traps because we get more blood. So let's do a blood offering here. And let's see what we get. Still no spike trap. That is insane. Okay. The main difference between the spike trap and the backbiter is that the backbiter kills the last enemy of the group, and the spike kills whatever steps on it first. So that's not a huge difference, but depending on the order of enemies, it can mean a lot. Right now, it doesn't really matter because it's all the same. And we have 2 up here. You're gonna die to those, and we have this. So we place one of you there, and then we should be good to go. You can stand down there, and don't forget the energy. I'm very good at forgetting the energy because we're good to go. So that's easy, right? You might think, oh, all enemies taken care of. Let's go. But we don't want to waste this, so let's do that. Let's get some resources, but we could consider planning a little bit ahead, and that's probably not a bad idea. Let's clear around this trap here, because either this is gonna activate next or this is. So if this is going to activate next, it might be a nice idea to have a path that we can lead them down over here, for instance, and maybe even in here. Because next time we'll be able to clear a bit of this as well, so then we can lead them around here as well. But for now, let's hide you there, and let's begin the hunt. Yoink. Yoink. There we go. Very, very nice. Very nice. Look at all that beautiful blood. And we got more blood offering. Let's see if we can finally get a spike trap. We cannot. Wow. Do we not have access to the spike trap? We should, right? Let's do another luring trap then. Why not? Get another one from down here. That's fine. Can see that we have a merging point right here. That means that right here they are gonna wait for each other until everyone is caught up. If these guys die, for instance, let's say they are supposed to merge here, the rest of the guys is not gonna wait. They're gonna continue, of course, but otherwise that's what's gonna happen. But since you're coming down from there, let's do this. And let's do that. 2 up here, you're still gonna die to this, you're gonna die to that, and you are gonna die to this. What we also can do is we can actually do a luring trap right there, so you're gonna die a little bit faster. Oh, almost started, almost started. Let's, because now we know that next time we're gonna get this. So let's do this. It's gonna destroy this one, but what we can do is we can just build a wall, and we'll just place it back down. Okay, what else we got? We got one right there. Do this, and let's not forget to build a wall. It actually doesn't matter because you're gonna get lured right there anyway. And we are good to go. Oh, by the way, up here we can see where we're at, how many waves we have left before we defeat the level. Okay, 1, 2 up there, 1 there. You're gonna need something here, but that is not a problem. We could do another luring trap right there, I suppose. We need to select you. Let's do that. Do that. Let's do another. Oh. That's not what I wanted to click, but I need to click it anyway, so it's fine. Now we can pretty much just... I mean, this is the first level, so it's not really an issue, but now we can pretty much just do whatever. Let's clear this as well. We want to make sure that we get all the resources before we end here, so... as many as we can, at least. We probably already made a mistake. We can get the gems at least next time, and then 2 of these, I think? Yeah, 2 golds. Before we end this level. So now you get over here. You get lured away. What a beautiful noise. A beautiful red noise for sure, my friend. And I don't know if you saw, but when we ended the previous one, it did say that there are new items in the shops. That means that this has been rerolled. We can see we actually do have an upgraded boulder trap right here called 2C. They're 2A, 2B, or 2C or something like that. They do different things, and it's not. I'm not going to be reading this right now, but once you get the upgrade choices in the camp, you can read all about them. Okay, so I'm thinking we want to... Let's just get up here. Let's destroy this so we are super quickly up here. Rebuild. Do that. Do that. Actually, since this is the last one, what we can do is just go super down in health and just get all the gold. Because I do believe the gold is converted to gems at the end of the level, and that's what we want. So we want to try to not spend the gold if we can. Because gems is what we can use to buy new traps and upgrades and new mechanics, new gimmicks for our Lord and Savior. 3 kills up here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you're gone. 2 right here. 1, 2. 2 right here. 1, 2. I think we're good. Just in case we are not, and go ahead and do this. We should be able to get a luring trap. And we'll build one right there. I don't think it'll be needed, but in case it will be. So this merging point is going to disappear because they died. And splat. Very nice, very nice. And we get some XP.
Even stone may
right,
shelter
Daedalus is the name of the guy. Okay, we are now at depth 2. So there will be a various amount of things to pick up here. Extra experience, we can do these for free, get a few extra resources. Don't think these are gonna make or break your run, but I have been in a situation where I needed just a few gems to buy something very, very nice, and I found them in these and were able to upgrade a trap or something like that. It's definitely worth going for, I think, especially since some of it is also gold and gems, and I think that is pretty much that. We only have the one choice here, so we're gonna go with the long battle. Let's light up our camp.
The flames keep the dark.
Ah, okay, so we actually right, we don't heal, so that is a reason not to go absolutely crazy. That's fair. That's fair. That's also something we can upgrade, by the way. Wave, victory heal, and camp heal is something that we can upgrade. Fair enough. Good to know. Let's see what we do. Get the boss saw. I've never actually tried this one. We can see that it's not effective against anything, but it deals damage several times. Most traps only works once. We don't like what we see. We can always re-roll. This will get progressively more expensive until we buy something, or until we maybe get to the next depth. I'm not sure. We also have doors. I've never used these reorders, hooks, or anything. I've only used traps. I'm guessing once I get to know the game a little bit better, these could be immensely powerful. But for now, we actually don't have access to the spike trap. That's why we're not seeing it. Now we have the advanced luring trap. Now the advanced luring trap is something I really enjoy myself, because it makes it so it deals damage equal to the amount of tiles away that the heroes are lured. You can see if we hover over this one, it deals 4 damage. It has effectiveness against the adventurers and something a little bit later on. But with this one, it has advantage against a lot of stuff, but only if it's far enough away. If it's a short dead end, for instance, it's not going to have effectiveness even against adventurers. It needs to be in a dead end. Now that is a very, very, very nice pickup. I love this one. It's also the backbiter. We don't really have an issue yet of things we are not going to be able to kill. So we don't necessarily need to upgrade the backbiter yet. So I think we're gonna go with the advanced luring trap, because right here, right now, we only have the one trap that are good against archers that we're gonna run into now. But with the advanced luring trap, it's also going to be good against archers. So let's do that. Don't know if this one is going to be saved for next time. Would be very nice if it is, because we can upgrade this or get the the spike trap. This is an upgraded version, but doesn't matter. We can't buy any more right now. So let's get into the next battle. It is an average level size and it's a long battle. We are gonna be battling 8 archers, amongst other things. Okay, you're coming from down there. So immediately... How many? 3. Excuse me, I have something in my throat, as always. Wow, we have a trap right there. That is a shame that that's not a... that's there, because then we could have cut it off. That's okay. Let's mine this and that, because now we can at least lead them that way. Maybe that way. Maybe even that way. Not too bad, not too bad. You need to be there. Yes. Well, this one doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter at all. Okay. Can get this one. We can do that. The reason that might matter is a luring trap there might be better. So the traps, for the most part, only activates once. The good thing about the luring trap is that it activates as many times as it takes to hit or kill someone. So let's say, for instance, this one was right here. We place a luring trap here. We're gonna lure the adventurers down this dead end into the trap. This one is gonna kill whoever it lures first. But since this one never really killed anything, it's just gonna lure the next adventurer. And that is actually a tactic that I find very, very nice, because you can upgrade the spike trap, for instance, to trigger twice. That means that one luring trap will in a dead end here, will technically, theoretically, kill 3 people, or lure 3 people to its death, which is very nice. In either case, that's not what we're doing right now. Since this... Is this really an average-sized map? It seems cramped, but whatever. Let's clear this. Let's clear this. It doesn't really matter, because they're gonna die anyway. Let's choose some traps. Let's get one of these. I would like to try the boss saw, but I don't think we have a problem. I still think we only have access to the 4 traps, so we're gonna get offered it every single time. Get a backbiter as well. I'm thinking another backbiter and another advanced luring trap. Let's do that. So how do you work? Guess you just work. Put you there. Let's see what happens. Do that and that. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna deal 4 damage, and that's a little bit unfortunate right there, but it is what it is. It is what it is, because you have 5 health, you have 4. I guess for now it's not gonna matter, because you'll be low enough. You'll be low enough, so it's fine. But we could do, if we move you out of the way, like something like this, for instance, is a long luring trap. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, because they're gonna be lured from here. That's very nice. You don't have any more energy, and I would like to heal up, so let's actually not do anything else. Let's just send it. Let's see what this one does. I think it just deals 2 damage to all of them. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's a nice way to soften up enemies that otherwise cannot be killed by the standard luring trap, for instance. Let's get ourselves another trap. We can always go back and take a look, and I believe you can roll around as well if you want to. Yes, you can look around as much as you want. You have this one. That is a bit of a problem. So we have 2 from down here. You're gonna die to these, that's fine. I'm pretty sure you're already dead, honestly. One of them is gonna get lured up here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, and the last one is gonna die to this. So we are technically already good to go here. I'm thinking if it continues around to unlock new ways, this is gonna be the next one. So I think what we want to do is maybe get rid of this. And we can see what we can do with this this area right here. And maybe we start going a little bit down here as well. Or we be a little bit preemptive and start over here. I think I like that. That's the last one we're gonna see. And we are gonna do this. Yes, let's do that. Get rid of that one. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next time we can remove all this and do something for these guys over here. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. I think that's pretty decent. Let's think we're good to go. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna go down there. But I don't think it matters. You're still gonna lure one down, and you're still gonna lure one down. Yeah. But it didn't go quite as we planned it. That's okay. We could make this one even longer, actually, by doing this, then moving you down here. So now you deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage to whatever you lure, at least from down here. You have a merging point right here, so yes, you do come from there, that's fine. What we could also do, instead of digging over here, we could dig over here. Dig that. Grab that, because then you can do something like this. Lead you through that. What we could also do is open up here. Or can we? No, I don't think so. I don't think we have enough energy. But we could potentially at some point maybe send them down like this. And I think we can. Do this. You would need to do that, do that. Yes, and then next time. I mean, we could do it right now, of course, if we decided to spend 10 health, which we could. Send them that way. Don't think we need to. Don't think we need to. You... You have 5 health. Ah, yes, you do a lot of damage here because you get lured from much further away. I was thinking that from if they come from here, this one is only going to do 4 damage. That's not enough. But this guy is much further down the line. So he will die. He will get lured by this and die. But he will trigger this. Yeah. So what we can do is... We can do that and just switch them around. We don't need a trap there right now. You're gonna get lured down there, you die. You'll die to this. We have 2 over here. And you're both gonna die because one of them is gonna be lured here and the other one is gonna die to the backbiter. So I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we can leave this for now. we can do is start working on this up here. We can actually do another one. Because we heal 7 every turn because I upgraded it. So let's do that. Let's hide in here and let's begin the hunt. What a beautiful noise. It is indeed. Go check it out. I better check it out. Yes, you do. Flat. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, got blood offering, got new shop items. Let's see what we get here. And what are we gonna grab? 2 from there now, but that's fine. You're gonna get lured down, you die to that. You're gonna die to that. You are gonna get lured down there, so we need something for this guy. What we can do, go up here, clear that, and then we grab ourselves an advanced luring trap. Oh, we have another one. Oh, okay. Let's grab a backbiter then, just for funsies. And then what we do is we place you there, because you're gonna be lured from so far away that you're definitely going to die. I ran away with you a little bit preemptively. Let's do that. Grab the resources now, since... we're actually only not even halfway through here. Okay, so... we have plenty of... excuse me. Oh, sometimes when I talk so much, my throat just gets really annoying. We have so many rounds left that we don't need to utilize this anymore, really. Next round we'll get the last minables. Actually, we have this one as well, I saw, but then in 2 rounds we'll get the last minables done, and then we have all the resources we'll ever need from this area, at least from this level. Gather here. Yeah, you gather. That's fine. Splat. And we get another blood offering. That's not. I don't know what the stars does. Whenever the game is like, hey, you killed everything with just traps, or hey, you didn't take any damage. I have no idea why, if that's a good thing or what you gain from it, but I mean, why not? Okay, just so I don't have to worry about it anymore, let's do that, do that. Okay, 2 from down here. That means maybe we want another trap down here. We could do a backbiter. That'll be enough. What could also be fun, actually, is another boss saw. So we could do that and that. Because you have 4 health, so you're gonna be at half health here, and then you're gonna be both get killed here. You will get hit by that as well, but it's not like there's 5 coming this way, so that's still plenty within the limit of what this boss saw can do. Just 1 from up there, just 1 from there. I mean, that's it. Begin the hunt. Yeah, you better check on this. That's a good idea. You definitely better check on that. Okay, let's... now we can do whatever we wanted to do over here, right? All the way down there. Yeah. Okay. That's a lot of one way just for some traps. That is fine. We can do that, so we don't have to wait for him to walk all the way around. We have 2 over here now, finally. We haven't done anything with this at all, so let's do something with this. And that is enough. That is enough. 2 here, 1 there. Think we're good to go? Yes. Just watch them all get brought to death. Nice. Very cool. New blood offering, although I don't think we're gonna need it. Let's see here. Do we need it? You are gonna die to the to the backbiter. We already have another backbiter, don't we? We don't actually. Okay. You're gonna get lured away. That's fine. You're gonna die to the backbiter. You're killed to this. You're lured away. You're killed to this. I think we actually have enough. I think we actually have enough. I don't think there's any reason to save this. But we might as well. But I think all the traps we have will exactly be enough. But just for fun, let's put one down here. I think this one will kill the last of these two. One of these is going to be lured away down here. The other one is going to die to this. And I think this guy would be lured by this one, but doesn't matter. Are the users calling me? Yes, they are. They definitely are, friendo. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's see if we can get some upgrades to our traps now. Let's see.
Feels older. Kinda.
Anything else? I don't think so. On the ground, that is. We do have this one where we can buy an artifacts. Okay, first blood. Each wave base damage of the first launched trap projectile is increased by 2. I've actually never I've never gotten to use this. I'm not sure if it only works with the ballistas. And this is also very nice, a finisher ballistas. Ballista projectiles penetrate enemies they can kill. Deal 1 damage to enemies who they can't kill. All blood gained is converted to gold. I think this is a little bit... I don't know, actually. I mean, you get gold instead of blood. You just buy off the shop instead. I don't know if that's good. Let's try this one. And let's see if we can't get some... find a ballista. I'm not sure if we... right now it's kind of useless, but... The ballista is fantastic if we can get it. They do save. That's very, very good. So now we can upgrade the backbiter to do 8 damage, or we could choose to immobilize. I haven't played around with immobilize yet, so I think we're going to go with the backbiter 2A here. And I would love the ballista. We didn't get it though. We could do the deadly door. So the deadly door closes after 2 enemies and crushing the third. So it only works when there are 3 or more enemies walking the same path. Actually, exactly 3, I think, because it's also brittle, and that means if after it's closed, if some enemy passes over it, they're gonna destroy it. Gonna cost us to rebuild it. I think actually we might go for the spike trap here. That's the safe bet, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. See what else we get. No, nothing really. And we could spend to reroll here since we know it saves. Still not. Okay, that's fine. For now, it's a little bit of a waste. Do we have XP for anything? We actually have 5,000 XP. That's not too bad. There was something I thought might be a good idea. Yes, the transportation here, so we can get more effective transportation for our gold into gems. That is definitely an option. We can't get this until we defeat the boss, and the boss is not easy at all. I think we're gonna go with this. Let's do that. Let's go some starting gold as well. Why not? And let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. So how many do we have? We have just the one. So we're gonna go to the Dying Glow. It's a long battle and it's cramped. Oh, that's wonderful. That means our advanced alluring traps here is probably not gonna be super awesome. So what do we have here? We have a what do they call them? A rotator. Something that sometimes we get to choose to rotate, and I believe sometimes we don't. So but now we do. They do have a path. We, of course, would like them to go down here. So what else can we do here? How many of these walls can we destroy? Let's destroy all the walls that we can. Okay. So this is the same, yes. Okay. So we can... The way this thing is built at the moment... Yeah, maybe there's something here. I mean, if it is as it is right now, I think, right? Yeah, if it is as it is right now, the map is kind of split. I mean, we can clear this and lead them down this way, but there's nothing that we can do to, like, lead them down and then over. But if we do that, we can kind of lead them down here, around, and then through here, and, you know, over here. That's the way to do it, I think. That's the way to do it. Okay. So... how do we do it the first time? We have 3. So I think we clear this. Then we clear this and that. We remove this. Do that. Let's close it off here. Because now we have 2 traps. And we have a path for a luring trap. So Spike, you are good for the archers, yes? Yes. So let's get the Spike. Get an advanced. Get the Spike. Get the backbiter. And let's get another luring trap. There we go. Okay. So we don't need it to be like super long, so we can do something like this. That'll be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Right. Okay. 5 there. Can we just a little? Oh, it's just the adventure. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then something like that. That should be enough. We still have 3 energy. Let's use it. I mean, we really... They're gonna be coming from here. So we really want to dig this out. Everything of this needs to be dug ASAP. So let's do that. And I'm thinking we'll do this twice. So next round, we can do it twice again. And then this will be cleared. And we can do some shenanigans here. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. That should be that. Let's go. Voices. Splat. And splat. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so you'll go in there, and they will be coming from here already. Yes, they will. We do that, and we do this again twice. So now all this is clear. Yes, that is beautiful. Okay. Excuse me. Well, unfortunately, it kind of means jack shit still. Excuse my French. Let's do that. We still want one of you down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough to kill the adventurer. You are gonna step on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 damage to you. That's enough, right? Yes. So we do need something else, actually. Maybe another luring trap will do. And please say we get offered one. Oh, of course we don't. Of course we don't. Why would we? Why would we get offered one? Let's do the backbiter then. Why would you? Now that we need it, we don't get it. But we actually have one alive here. That's a little bit of an issue. A little bit of an issue. We don't have. What if No. Okay, let's think here. Because we could also send them down here. That's probably some stuff we can do here. So we do that. We can't send them down here yet. I don't want to go too crazy, but maybe it's better to sacrifice some health here. We still have plenty of waves left. So if we... What happens if we do that? You don't reach. No. But you would if we do something like that, yes? Yes, then you grab one. Close you off. You grab one. The rest dies. So now we have to worry about these two. We could do that. I think if we move you in here... So, if we do this, how are you gonna lure? Okay, we want to do this then. I mean, it should work? Staring is blocked. Okay, you actually can't do that. Okay. Okay, where are you gonna be hiding then? Where are you gonna be hiding? Like right here maybe? To start with? No, you're gonna be hiding here. So 1, 2, 3. You're gonna lure one, that's fine. You kill. Right here. They're gonna be close to our lair. So the thing is, if the thing we are trying to figure out now is if this luring trap is gonna be dominant compared to the lair. Otherwise, we are gonna be doing some fighting, and that's fine. Let's find out. I mean, that's how we learn, right? We could also turn this, but that's gonna flip everything around. So no, let's just let's go with this. Let's go with this. It's a plan. It's a plan. It is a plan. So you're getting stomped. And let's see what these guys do. You don't. Oh, you did. Oh, you didn't get him. You didn't get it. The other one. Okay, that's fine. So we'll be doing some battle. Okay. Otherwise, this is exactly what I talked about right before. That you can use these luring traps to lure the enemies in. That's okay. It didn't work because he was already gone. That's because this, for some reason, stops right here. Maybe it's because it wants to go to the right. I don't know, actually. I don't know, actually. Okay, 2 over here now, 3 over here. But now we have some energy. So now we can do something here. We could clear this at least. That might give us enough to go through, you know, 2 traps already. So let's do that. And this gives us another trap right here. So now I'm not worried at all. No. Now we are good. 2 over here. We don't even need all these traps over here. I guess maybe what we can start to do now is actually build our, like, mega maze. You need to go for that. So let's see here. So now, also I didn't actually tell you. Right here, you can reset all. Just get all the devices back you have. You don't reset like anything else, walls, anything. Just all the traps you get back is returned. So that, unfortunately, does not go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still a 6 damage kill. That's enough for a kill. Then we have... It doesn't really matter what we do here. Well, it matters what we do here. So yoink, yoink, and yoink, yoink. Right now, it doesn't matter what we do because we have, you know, plenty of traps to kill everything. So that is, we have 5 enemies left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 kills. Yeah. No, we're not moving that around. You don't have any energy, that's fine. We have plenty of rounds left to clear this, so that's not a problem. So what we'll also do later, once we clear this, we can lead them this way as well. Before we continue down here. And we can even lead them this way as well. This is gonna be a little bit of a wasted trap, but considering we're in cramped quarters and we can make them go all the way around, I think that's pretty decent. Let us do this, actually. And let's choose a... We have 2 of each, apparently. Let's choose an advanced luring trap. I don't really like the fire trap, per se. That's why I'm not really choosing it. It deals half of damage per second for 16 seconds. It's not bad at all. It works once, I believe. But with upgrades, I'm sure it can do something. The problem for me is that it deals damage too slow. The fact is that once you set someone on fire, the odds are he's gonna trigger another trap before he dies. Not always, of course, but for the most time. Okay, let's yoink. Good. Give me more blood. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So now, what is like the next step? It's probably this down here, right? That's what we want to clear. Don't run around. Just do this. You know what? Do it twice. Get this done with. So now it is. Now we have 2 more traps right there that we can build. That's very good. We have 6 enemies coming. Yes, we do. Okay. See what we could do. We could be a little bit sneaky here. We could. What if we do that and something like this, maybe? Yes. Actually, what we should do, let's do something like this. That means this one is guaranteed to work, yes. Let's do something like that. Let's do something like that. So we utilize the luring trap as well, and it should potentially take out 2. They're not going to wait for each other, so the first time this one comes around, let's say we did have a trap there, we can actually do that. Let's try it. It might not grab 2 from the same group, but then it'll grab 1 over here as well and actually kill it. That's pretty decent. Yeah, I think that's good. We have 6 enemies coming. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 actually down there. Let's see what happens. I don't know what distracted means. You're faster than the rest. Why were you so quick? Now you kind of need to be quick, but I think it'll be okay. You can reach from quite far. So splat, and then you're like, huh, what a beautiful noise. Yeah, it is a beautiful noise to hear your friend get massacred. For sure. There we go. Very nice. Super satisfying. New blood offering. Very, very good. Probably want something like a spike trap or backbiter right there. We should get off at least one of them. Yep, we do indeed. Spike trap it is then. So right now we can see that the order is changing. There's still just the six enemies that we just killed, but the order is changing. Luckily for us, since we have the advanced luring trap, we don't really care about the order because these are all placed in places that kills whatever comes its way. But if we didn't have that, we would have to think a little bit about it. It could be, you know, that right here with this group, if we ignore the advanced luring traps, just delete them, we would need, you know, probably actually with this one 3 spike traps to because, yeah, let's say this one had been at the end, we would need a backbiter, for instance, to maybe to kill it, right? But it actually, for us right now, even these, they just kill everything, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, but later on. We're not going to see it today because we've apparently already been playing for an hour, so... I don't want this to go on for too long, but it's definitely a super fun game. Super satisfying. Flat, there you go. 2 rounds left here. Are we gonna have a 7th? Yes, we will. We have 7 right here now. Okay. Okay, can we do something about that, I wonder? Can we do something like maybe right here? What would that look like? 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be enough actually for you if we put you here instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's enough. It's enough. That's all I care about. Right. Let's not forget to clear the rest of the dungeon. There we go. The rest has been cleared. So now what we can do is we can actually put... In case that the first adventurer or the first enemy that comes down here or come through here is not an adventurer, we can now put this one down here because this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Exactly enough. Actually, it might even be more because it might lure them all the way down here. So that's going to be our backup whenever we need. Other than that, we are, as always, good to go. You're gonna go down, you're gonna get slaughtered. And you will get another one. Yes, okay, thank God. It wasn't even needed. We still had a trap left over. We still had a trap left over. Very, very nice. Okay, let's see. So now I would like just anything that's on the ground because that's... Yeah, backbiter is fine. That's more damage, but it doesn't matter. You go there. Yep, you have 9 coming. Wow. Okay, we might have to use Asterion here, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Let's double check. We don't have anything left to mine. Nope, we're good to go. I think we are more than fine. And the last one will die right there. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And
The smell of blood never
yeah, we're not quite at the boss battle yet, but we can actually we can see right here we're gonna get introduced to some fighters. They finally have a mechanic, some more mechanics. The fighters will have 4 health, but if they're in a group, they will have 8 health. So what you can do is, if you have enough damage, you can just outright kill them. But if you kill everyone in the group, they're gonna lose that buff. And actually, speaking of maps, can you not get there? We have a map device right here. So we can see where we are and where we are going. So we only have the one way right now before we reach the boss. But we can see that there is a map, right? There is a map, but maybe this is something that we can that can be used if we find it at a better place, because right now it doesn't really matter. But we can see there's a whole bunch of different kinds of rooms. We got some XP here actually as a reward, but I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. I haven't... They also have different... Maybe different modifiers. This is mushrooms. Mushrooms of diverse sorts sprawl in these halls. Don't know what that does. But I have seen rats, for instance. And as I hovered over them, it said that like some traps utilize the rats. I haven't seen any. I don't know if it's not in the demo, or if it's just we just haven't been far enough in the demo. I would imagine the demo ends after the boss battle, but I don't know. I've never defeated it. In either case, that has been a look at Minos. Super fun. Highly tactical puzzle tower defense. I enjoyed immensely because I love optimizing, and I loved the fact that I can take my time. There is no timer running, and that I think is the biggest. It's not necessarily a problem for me depending on how it's done, but in some cases you just like to take your time and plan ahead and plan accordingly, and sometimes you can't in these games. And that's part of it. That's fine. That's not really for me, depending on how it's done. But this one, I think, does a lot of things very, very well. You need to use your noggin. I like using my noggin. I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, you're more than welcome to subscribe. It helps out immensely. For now, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.